listening to In Between the Lines podcast with Shamar and Jay. Nothing is out of bounds.
Yo, it's the In Between the Lines podcast. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. You are the Pod Squad. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Jay,
here we go again.
what's going on?
Oh man, great week, man. Let's make it work.
Great week. That's word. What's on your mind? Let's get right to it. Let's dive into this. Shedeur Shilo Sanders stuff you called it NBA. And I'm in the NFL.
Situationship.
Do you think it's now that we're Shilo got cut
by the Buccaneers?
Maybe he'll get picked up by the time this recording comes out. Shedeur, as I told you before, I told you his first game that he played was just mediocre. It wasn't really that good. To the second game, we're looking real mediocre. Are we, as the culture, are we lifting them up too far because of their name? Or do you really think they're on the talent scale of what they need to be?
That's a question. Okay. I'm gonna say this, and it don't just stops and start with the Sanders. First of all, Shedeur Sanders will be one day a top flight NFL quarterback, in my opinion. Just looking at him play football. Of course, there's some things he can work on, but the talent is there. The coaching that he had throughout his young career is there from his dad. You see that in how he plays the game and how he approached the game. Shilo, the safety, who the Tampa Bears just released, but he'll probably be picked up on the practice squad from the Buccaneers. That's been reported. Or he'll get picked up somewhere else as well, because the film is out there. Now, as far as the talent level, they have it. It's just a matter of the pressure and the expectations come with that. Because when you got that iconic parent, you know what I'm saying, and you decide to play the same sport that they were great in, an icon in, the pressure's going to be there. Whether you Bronny James, Shedeur Sanders, Shilo Sanders, the Jordan boys, when the Jordan sons gave up, started snorting coke, selling sneakers, they said, fuck, it's too much pressure. But the reality is this, it's difficult, bro, because the expectations are not only high within the household, we're talking about throughout the world. Because of your last name, it's difficult. But do they got talent? Absolutely. Just like anybody else on that level playing football, trying to get to the next level and make their mark in the game.
So Shedeur Sanders took the most sacks in 2023. He took the most sacks in 2024.
In college, to speak being clear, yeah.
And now if you look at the last game and in preseason, he's taking the second most sacks in preseason. Mm-hmm. So when you say the talent is there, and you always blaming the talent around people always blaming the talent around him. How do you evaluate him being good if you're saying he's not good because of the talent around him?
Well, my answer to that would be the same criticism you're giving Shedeur Sanders at quarterback is the same scrutiny that Caleb Williams is getting in Chicago. Caleb Williams is getting in Chicago. He holds the ball too long, and he's not hitting his reads, because a lot of offense in football is based on timing. So if you don't hit the marks, then the play breaks down. Now you got to improvise. So now you're holding onto the ball a little bit longer, and you're asking your offensive line to protect longer. You're asking the secondary in the backfield to defend longer. Like, it's a difficult game, so timing is important. But I don't think from a critique standpoint that's not something that he can't fix. It's learning the game and the speed of the game at this level. It's professional football. These dudes is playing for their jobs literally every week.
Right, so if you hold on to the game where the game is slower in college and you still hold on to the ball in the NFL too long, how do you adjust to that?
Easy.
Because it's hard. And especially when you bring up Caleb Williams was a 1-1 pick. So you have a longer string because we have invested in you. When you're a 5th round pick, you don't have that luxury of learning on the job. You have to come in and either be that man or you're going to be a backup. You're not going to get in the game at a 5th round pick and they have leeway with you.
Well, I'll say this. He has the rope because of his name. He's always going to get a shot because of his name, because he has the talent. But that negative part of his game, as far as holding on to the ball too long, that can easily be fixed. I mean, Russell Wilson has the same problem. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to be arguably a Hall of Famer one day, arguably. But in saying that, it's all about timing and rhythm and confidence too. Because again, that's part of the game. And the position he's playing, the error of margin is very slim. And I get that. And he understands that playing that position, but that is not a hard fix. You just got to keep going at it. And he'll fix that.
When?
As he progresses in his career.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as a 5th round pick, how does he get that opportunity? You're probably 3rd or 4th on the depth chart. You're never really
third. Right now he's 3rd. They cut Kenny Pickett. Actually, Kenny Pickett was traded to the Raiders yesterday.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So he's 3rd pick. So when have you ever seen a 3rd pick get reps and get better? Name me. I mean, we have 50 years of NFL. Name me a 3rd round pick that without seeing the field got better?
I mean, it's quite a few of them, bro. Everybody don't come in and be overnight.
I mean, a 5th round pick?
Well, you look at Dak Prescott, he's a 4th round pick. He got thrown in the fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he's got better as he had more reps instead of third. Like, you don't know how it's going to play out. The first thing you're going to need is an opportunity. And I will say this. If you look at the way Cleveland is set up from a quarterback standpoint, you got a 40-year-old Joe Flacco who's not going to be there next year probably. So now it's between Shedeur and the kid Gabriel, who's a 3rd-round draft pick. Okay, that's a good competition. They're both in the same draft class. They're both in that same quarterback room. It's just a matter of being competitive. If you want that job, you got to outperform the guy next to you. And me personally, I will be okay with that. Because I feel like ain't nobody next to me going to outwork me. It's just not going to happen. That's just my DNA, how I'm built. But for Shedeur, the talent is there. You need reps, bro. And if you touch on his college career, you talk about the negative aspect of him getting sacked a lot. That offensive line, that first year in Colorado Buffalo, they were awful. It ain't nobody's going to argue that. So the following year, when they was able to get some 4- and 5-star recruits to play on the offensive line, Shedeur was much better. His numbers reflected that. And again, it's about just adjusting.
They still led the league in sacks.
You might got to check that in the second year.
I did check it.
Okay, well, a pitch like this, again, that's correctable. I mean, bro, again, Caleb Williams in Chicago was sacked 68 times last year. This is the number 1 overall pick. So he has some adjusting and learning to do. And he's with a new coach, Ben Johnson, who's a play-action, pass coach. So, again, you got to learn. But you need reps. And if you're in a new situation, you got to learn that scheme and how he wants you to perform at it. So I think Shedeur got plenty of time to figure this out. And I still think he's on the road to having a great career.
I think if he got drafted higher, he would have plenty of time. I think as a 5th-round pick on that team, I don't think you have that time. Now, maybe if he get cut or traded to another team or something, then maybe it'll be that. But I don't think he has the time.
Here's my response to the 5th round.
Because Joe Flacco is only going if they do bad. If they do good, Joe Flacco will stay another year.
Okay. That's what remains to be seen. But let me push back a little bit on his 5th round status. That's not real. He's not a 5th round draft pick if you look at his talent. Let's be honest. It was some blackballing going on behind the scenes because his last name, people have legit hate for Deion Sanders, his father. And I don't want to play the race card just down the third, but the NFL, again, this is a bunch of multi-billionaires controlling your fate, playing their game at a high level, and they want to play it a certain kind of way. They don't want the brashness because you didn't prove anything yet at this level. And if you look at Shedeur Sanders' contract, and what I mean by brashness, he's one of the only few players as a rookie in his contract that's getting compensated right now for his jersey sales. He's getting 10% of every jersey sold with his name on it. That is unheard of. So let's get Shedeur Sanders for that. Love for that. And listen to this. Thus far, and it's a real statement, look this up. He has the number 1 selling rookie jersey in the league right now. He has earned $14 million from his jersey sales as a 5th-round quarterback, as you like to keep saying. Again, he's a business, and he's understand that because of his name. How he marketed himself and how he's being looked upon from that NFL circle, what he's doing is unprecedented. They don't like it. But again, he's in a position to control his future with his branding of his name and living off that. Now the talent just has to match that parallel, and he can go forward and have a great career, which I think he will.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see. I mean, I wish the brother luck and everything, but like I said, as a 5th-round pick, it's not a disguise. You're a 5th-round pick. However you got there, you're a 5th-round pick. And again, when you're a 5th-round pick, you have little to no chance to see the field unless of injury. If they get down to injury and he goes in, he definitely has to prove himself. But you can't take sacks. You can't take sacks as a 5th-round pick because you don't have the leeway. But again,
hold on. Let me say this too about your guy, and learning the position as he has done right now and became one of the better quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts in the beginning was holding on to the ball too long and looking down at the rush. So again, those niches can be fixed, Mark. It's reps, bro.
But he didn't take sacks.
But he had the mobility to avoid them. But
right.
Sanders again, it's all part of the learning curve. He'll be fine, in my opinion.
Okay.